Secrets hidden in plain sight. Powers that move the world in the shadows. Questions no one dares to answer. Step beyond the Matrix. Subscribe.
Yo, everyone be aware what type of movies they're pushing out now. Even the kid one, Hoppers. Everyone thinks it's like over the hedge type fun movie.
Yeah.
Fam, you know what it's preaching? It's putting human consciousness into robotic animals.
Oh my god, is that what it is?
Created a revolutionary technology that gives us unprecedented access to the animal world. We call it hoppers. Huh? We put this into this. Yes, this into this. Mabel, be careful!
They're talking about skin swapping now, right?
Skin swapping?
With Jim Carrey.
Oh,
who got
yeah.
skin swapped.
Oh.
Demi Lovato looks different. Look.
What the
This
hell?
is one
That's
scene.
the movie?
This is animals wearing their human skin.
What the heck?
Look.
Whoa.
Right.
Yo, Gavin, no way that's an actual scene.
No, that's a scene, fam. And all man says, oh, it's just a cute little animal movie. No.
That ain't no cute.
Fam, this is probably Jeffrey Epstein right here.
I'm just really scared of what AI is gonna become.
While everybody's enjoying their weekend, Benjamin Netanyahu is encouraging World War III.
The entire world. And it's time to see the leaders of the rest of the countries join up. I'm happy to say that I can see some of them beginning to move in that direction, but more is needed.
And supposedly this war started because we couldn't let Iran get nukes. But Joe Kent went on Megyn Kelly and said that America's 18 intelligence agencies all agreed that they had no capacity to do so. At this point, it's looking like Eddie Bravo told us in 2024 why World War III would start.
Everything that's going on right now in the world is linked to Jeffrey Epstein. That's what I think.
Everything?
I think everything. Man.
Trump shit, everything?
Everything. The people that are on the list would rather, like if they had a choice, you want to go to jail for this shit as a pedophile? Or would you rather have World War III? Would you rather have fucking civil war? Would you rather have a fake alien invasion where the world changes? Like they want complete chaos so they don't go to jail.
But what's the real reason that we're at war with Iran? Because you have to admit, the timing is interesting. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
If this reporting is true from Jesse Cohen right now, there's blackouts taking place across Tehran because President Trump targeted their energy infrastructure, or Israel did. We're not quite sure on that yet. But this was the red line for Iran. Iran warned America. They said, if you even so much as graze our energy infrastructure, we are going to take out all of the energy infrastructure across the entire EU. Let me show you what that looks like. So the map you're looking at here on the screen is everything that Iran said, hey, we know where your energy facilities are. We know where your nuclear reactors. We know where all of your oil storage is. You hit our energy facilities, everything is game on. And you don't even want to know what Iran just said to everybody living in the UAE. I want you to listen to this video from Professor Saeed Marandi. And he's going to explain this isn't time for the EU or the UAE to wait around. It is evacuate. It is flee right now because Iran's about to make it rain hellfire and brimstone on you.
And all those family dictatorships in the Persian Gulf, in Qatar, these proxies of the regime in Washington, the Emirates, the Bahraini regime, the Saudi regime, the Kuwaiti regime, all of them, every single one of them, they are complicit in this war. They assisted the United States in slaughtering Iranians. They've been assisting the United States for all these years in all their wars, whether in Yemen or whether in Iraq. When they invaded Iraq, these countries, these regimes, they had funded Saddam Hussein in the 1980s. They gave him hundreds of billions of dollars. But when their masters in Washington told them to turn against Saddam Hussein, they did so immediately. So these regimes will pay the ultimate price within hours. As soon as Trump starts targeting Iran's electrical power plants, everything on the other side of the Persian Gulf will be wrecked. And so my advice to people in these countries is to leave tonight.
Everything that man just stated there about these other nations being complicit, they absolutely are. If you live in any one of these nations, you are just at the beck and call of God's chosen people. When they want you to send your children off to die in their war, they snap their fingers and here we go. Troops are going to be coming home in the body bags by the tens of thousands. The amount of people that are going to be dead in the next 48 hours thanks to President Trump. This is all President Trump, by the way. There is no finger pointing. There is no blaming. There is no saying, oh, well, there was John Bolton or this guy. Nope. This was President Trump. He made his bed. Now he gets to lie in it. Everything that happens to the world moving forward will all be President Trump's fault. This will be his legacy for all of eternity.
This is wild. Charlie Kirk's mentor died this weekend from a pickleball accident. That's right. Jeff Webb, 76, fell during a casual game of pickleball, sustained a severe head injury 2 weeks ago, and this weekend his family took him off life support. He was one of Charlie's earliest supporters and helped connect Charlie with all of his billionaire friends when Charlie was only 18 years old to start TPUSA. He knew Charlie well before he met his wife Erica Kirk and knew Donald Trump. But now, almost exactly 6 months since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, he dies in a pickleball accident. And pickleball deaths are so rare in the United States that only 5 have been reported in the last couple of years. In other words, you don't die from pickleball. Is it possible that this was just some rare and crazy accident? Or did Jeff have some information that some people did not want getting out there? As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Every human was born with a pineal gland, and that pineal gland is a sensory organ that sits in the middle of your brain. It serves as a receiver and a sender between you, the human being, and the universe. You can do anything with your mind. Everything that you see in its physical form came from the invisible spiritual realm first. So your mind is very, very strong. And how are you connected with that? Your pineal gland.
There will be a movement driven by big corporations to take the soul away from people, to disconnect people from the higher world. And in order to do that, we have to destroy the pineal gland in people. The pineal gland is the most sensitive part of our central nervous system and is highly sensitive to 4 things: aluminum, glyphosate, fluoride, and Wi-Fi.
This is something that the privileged elite know, that if they can just basically calcify your pineal gland, they're going to keep you dumbed down. They're going to be able to control you. If they can keep the size and activity of your hippocampus small, they can control you.
The center of the human brain, the pineal gland, is slowly turning into stone. This process is called calcification. When it's calcified, you are stuck on a single low-frequency station, a station of lack.
Calcite microcrystals exist on the pineal gland, and that these crystals can interact with electromagnetic fields.
They theorize that the interactions of these crystals with global system for mobile telecommunication waves could constitute a new mechanism of transduction of the pineal membrane. What this means in layman's terms is that our pineal gland is a cell phone.
That pineal gland is also sensitive and of the same frequency as microwave towers. What do you have beams with your cellular phone? By you being exposed to that frequency. You've been exposed to electromagnetic bombardment, and your pineal gland has begun to shrink down and stop operating. And when you're a baby, that gland and your thymus gland are roughly the size of a walnut. If it has not been properly stimulated, it shrinks down to the size of a pea and stops operating.
When you have a highly acid diet, it causes deterioration of the pineal gland. Calcification of the corpus callosum, that's the part that divides your left brain and right brain in half. That little skin in there gets hard and stops the transmission between the left and right hemisphere. We have one mind that's from one God. And when you have deterioration of that dividing part, it gets very hard and it stops the messages from going back and forth. And they call it a melanin deficiency, which is caused by acid diet. It causes your pineal gland to not function.
Calcify your pineal gland, and your pineal gland is the radio antenna which connects the body to the mind. No, the mind is not the brain, and the spirit world is not out there or outside of you. The spirit world is simply the world inside the mind. You see, the mind is the bridge between the physical man and the spiritual man. Look at everything around you. Everything was imagined in the astral, the spiritual plane, then brought into physical existence. They do not want you having access to your imagination because this is the power that shapes your future. They do not want you a conscious creator. They want your mind stuck and locked in only your 5 senses, living in reaction and not becoming a commanding creator.
The Epstein regime is actively trying to kill every single one of us. It is time to put down our phones, put down your shovels, your pencils, throw your computer in the lake, don't go to work, because this needs to end now. Because they just bombed a nuclear site in Iran. Yep, uranium enrichment camp in Iran has been struck by what looks like an American Tomahawk missile on behalf of Bibi. I'm so fucking mad right now. They're gonna kill us all. They're gonna kill us all. And we're falling for it. You guys are still fighting between Democrat and Republican. Wake the fuck up. It doesn't matter. Both parties are owned by the same fucking pedophiles who are now actively trying to radiate the entire world. This is a fucking joke.
Why is nobody talking about a certain class of people being engulfed in flames in the Middle East right now? And it's not just people being set on, but also houses being completely ransacked, people being chased through the city, through the streets, and even cars being set on fire. Why is nobody talking about it? I think I know why, but why? I guarantee you if the story was completely flip-flopped, it would be all over every single news station, especially in the United States. By the way, right behind me, you see the Iron Dome missing just about every single missile. Yeah, all of these are hitting. Every single one that you have seen in this video, they are all landing. And if you made it this far in the video and you still don't understand who exactly I'm talking about being chased around and all this crazy stuff, it's West. All you divisive people, why can't we all be pro-people and pro-life to all people that live and not just certain ones? That is directly in line with Jesus' teachings, right? Let me know what you think. Every single day it gets more and more evil. Rebel Addict.
Let me get this straight. We have meteors falling out of the sky in certain cities. What if they're not meteors, but fallen angels? Not only that, we have TSA workers quitting. Now Monday, ICE will be at every airport. Every airport. I don't think they want us traveling no more, because once you understand the symbolism, everything will make sense. They call it the airport because the air is really a portal. They call it an airplane because the plane represents the 7 planes of existence. Portals. It's 7 levels to the sky. If you really want to travel deep, you have to get a passport, which means passing portals. All you have to do is pay attention to the language. Everything is about controlling your state of mind. When you travel to different states, people have different states of mind. You need a passport or a passing portal if you want to travel international. International means interdimensional. Every country you go to, it's a different dimension. When you start breaking free, you leave the circle and you become a free spirit. And their job is to get you back in that red circle. Everything in this reality will get worse before it get better. That's how you create order out of chaos. You destroy everything and bring in order. But you have to remember, the sky is the limit. I don't want you traveling because the sky is broke. You keep hearing about Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam. Well, the sky is the real Project Bluebeam. You ever ask yourself, why is the sky blue? You ever started watching TV and you lose your signal and it say temporarily out of service like a blue sky?
Here we go again with As Above, So Below. The aliens are in the oceans. Really? So if we all have always thought that aliens were in space, but they're in the oceans, can space be in the oceans? Because can it be as above space, so below space? And that's just where the aliens were the whole time? In order to get to space, you actually have to go down instead of up, because as above, so below. We always thought you had to go up to get to space, but you really had to go down because that's how you really get to space, where the aliens are really at for real. I don't know. That's just my little hypothesis of the day.
Okay, can someone explain to me how we are having one of the biggest wildfires in American history and not one of the mainstream medias have spoken about it? This makes no sense whatsoever. I thought the news was for the news. Yeah, don't worry guys, because we've all been arguing whether BB's still alive and kept fully up to date with AI videos and celebrity drama and whatever distraction they've got us lined up for this week, but not one mention of the world's biggest wildfire. I mean, totally unrelated, have you guys heard of the Elk Creek Project, which is a critical minerals development in southeast Nebraska, where the fire is, led by Neocorp Developments aimed at mining high-grade minerals such as scandium, titanium, and others? It is considered a key domestic source for minerals essential to aerospace, defense, and energy industries with constructive activities underground mine, which is starting in 2026. And another totally unrelated coincidence, The NeoCorp developments have secured funding through multiple avenues for its Elk Creek Critical Minerals project, including Pentagon-funded collaborations with Lockheed Martin for $10 million and a UK government-backed US $3.8 million project to develop this industry. Hey, I'm sure they've got a perfectly good reason as to why they haven't shown this on the mainstream media, and also a perfectly good reason as to why nobody has been arrested yet in the Epstein files. Hey, nothing to see here, just one of the biggest wildfires in US history. You know, 800 plus acres of burnt land, 40,000 cattle displaced, farmland completely destroyed, all in the same area that they were planning to start mining for materials for war. Just a coincidence, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
Something's up. Something might just happen, guys. Something's going on here. I don't know why they have this here, but something might happen in the future, guys. I don't know who that guy is and where this is at, but it's not looking good. Don't you get it? They've been preparing us for a long time, guys. Through the movies, through the TV shows. Now they're coming out with booklets saying zombie attack. Who's attacking? Who's the zombies? Why are they keep telling us about zombies that we know nothing about? Stop playing with me, son. This video's for entertainment purpose only. I don't know what the hell is going on in that place, but they get those booklets out of there now. Shut up! They've been telling us for a long time, guys, to prepare. Something might just happen, and I think I know what's gonna start it. You remember 2020? Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on here, guys. You know what it is. Shut up. But I tell you one thing. If I walk into another store and I see anything saying something about zombie apocalypse or zombie attack, get ready. No, you get ready.
So you mean to tell me that NASA is just not paying attention to meteors anymore? Yesterday, a meteor slammed through a woman's house in Houston, Texas. Mind you, earlier this week, a meteor in Ohio, moving 45,000 miles an hour, weighing almost 17,000 pounds, caused a sonic boom heard in multiple different states. None of this seems odd to you? Look at this shit. Look at that right there.
I don't know what this is.
So NASA didn't know anything about this? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Mind you, multiple meteors falling out the sky wasn't just reported in Houston and Ohio. It's been reported in multiple different states. They're saying that people saw a bright fireball explode in the sky in Texas. Mind you, this is another meteor that weighed about a ton. This is another meteor that was moving faster than we can imagine. They said this meteor was moving at 35,000 miles an hour. And I'm guessing that's slow too. This is what landed in that lady's home. We're going to look at that one more time. This is what landed in that lady's home. This is not as random as people think.
Did you know that people who have gray hair at a very early age are no coincidence? Do not always mean old age or stress. Many ancient beliefs say that every gray hair is a sign of your inner strength. It's as if your hair keeps memories of everything you've overcome. Some believe that people with gray hair carry a different energy, wiser, as if his soul was older than his body. It is said that those who have premature gray hairs have been born with a special mission in this world. Even there are those who think that every gray hair is a thread that connects with spirituality, protecting you from bad energies. Others claim that gray hair does not appear randomly, but at key moments in your life when something important changes in you. That's why, if you have gray hair, look at them as a brand of experience and power. Each one tells your story, and your story is not over yet. Follow me and discover more signs your body reveals about your destiny.
So going back to the reunion, they asked the question, where's the other members? Nicole, she goes, well, as women, listen. You know what? She froze below zero.
After they found out that you guys were coming back as a trio, not as the original group, how did you arrive at that decision?
Well, I mean, listen, we are so... As women today,
it's so funny that you guys mentioned this because I made you guys something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I like gifts. I love gifts.
Oh, here we go. Wait, what's this?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, no. Well, I mean, listen, we are so as women today.
Damn.
Yo,
I love it.
Yo, hey. Everybody needs to go cop one of these.
And you can. I will have these up live on my Instagram. I am very excited. As Women Today is my Venmo handle on my new business. Thank you so much. All proceeds go to the vaccine injured. I want to thank the girls on behalf of all the injured. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh, and I made other shirts.
All links will be down below for sure. So
Yeah,
this
y'all
is
get
hilarious.
that.
She
100%.
froze. They had no media training at all. Like they weren't ready for that question.
That was, yeah.
And then what's her name? Answered. What's her name?
Kimberly.
Kimberly, who has a mysterious UK accent.
Yeah,
now?
so I heard she moved to the UK when she was like 28 or 20. Like she was almost 30.
So crazy
Bridgerton.
because those girls, she said, we have to protect our peace.
And I think ultimately we've got to protect our peace. And
I'm like, protect your peace? You mean your piece of profit?
Damn.
Because
Yeah.
here's
Wow.
the thing. Maybe they didn't know this, but my mother passed away not even 9 months ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you guys. I miss her. So my public statement, I told everyone that my mother passed away. Now the girls know. Do you think they called me or sent condolences? Not a one.
No
So I
one.
don't know what peace they're trying to protect because I truly need to protect my peace with people who I gave my whole life to. I thought we were all friends, but that's how it goes in Hollywood.
Yeah, so no call, no like nothing. Like that's soulless. That's
I will
soulless.
say, Nicole called me the day that everything was announced. I didn't answer. I don't plan to call her back. Like, I love Nicole. This is very bittersweet for me. I respect her as an artist. I even cried of joy when she won her Tony just recently. I definitely was rooting for her, but this kind of showed me the way they did this, just showed me exactly why I'm not in the group. And it showed exactly to me who they are.
How many times do we have to go down a Roblox rabbit hole for y'all to stop your children from playing that game? So Roblox game programmer Jamie Bourne was arrested for 40 counts of possession of child, you know the rest, and importing a child sex doll. Allegedly, this man is a Roblox game programmer. So this is the type of people Roblox is hiring? These games are geared toward children and teens. And this man, allegedly, is a programmer for that game. But this is nothing brand new though. I been took y'all down that rabbit hole. People forget about the evil things these people do so fast. If you remember, the Roblox CEO wanted to put a dating part in the Roblox game. You heard what I just said? And a lot of you adults probably don't even know what Roblox is. But it's something that your kid or your kids are using on a daily basis. Why would they want to put a dating part in that game? And then they try to cover it up by saying that the dating part that they were going to put in that game were for adults. But that is a children's game. You see, the crazy thing is that they think that we're stupid. It may be way more people that work for this company that's just like him. And they're targeting our kids. Pay attention.
All right, let's get to the real question then. What is actually happening in Antarctica?
Directed energy weapons systems and more are being hidden under the false pretense of science activities.
Okay, so these are technologies, obviously, in Antarctica that people would be shocked to learn exist.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly do they do?
Generate earthquakes.
Okay, so
That's for one.
So just putting all the pieces together for the blondes out there like me who really want to know. You are saying that people stationed up at the North Pole and South Pole under the guise of Antarctica, under the guise of we are here for scientific research. They are actually there working for the government with technologies that have the capabilities to cause mass catastrophe situations, aka earthquakes.
Absolutely.
And how do you know?
Say that again?
And how do you know for sure?
Because I was there.
When one of these machines
When the
triggered an
system was first turned on, I was present and was part of the crew, right? I've done research since then. But just to add precedent, because these things matter, you can look into Camp Century in Greenland. Greenland's become quite the topic lately. Camp Century in Greenland was the exact same situation. False pretense of science, but the U.S. government was installing a nuclear missile facility. This was in the 1960s. So it's not like we haven't caught this activity previously. Camp Century's construction style, okay, like you're literally saying in the ice in Greenland, they built a facility, false pretense of science, but in reality, it was a military facility for weapons. The exact same ice tunnel situation that was built in Greenland. I was in the South Pole Station. I watched videos about the construction of the Greenland tunnels. It's the exact same technique they used at the South Pole. Is that a coincidence? Or is it just cookie cutter construction? And I'm literally saying that I found 3 directed energy weapon systems at the South Pole Station. One was the Ice Cube neutrino detector. The second was the ELF system that I found to be energized that wasn't. And the third was a laser beam that would fire with great regularity out of the NOAA building. So when you say, how do I know this? It's called direct first-hand experience and observation.
So it happened again. Did y'all see the video of the fireball over Texas now? There's like more than one video of a fireball over Texas now. I mean, look at this video. Tell me that this thing is moving like a normal comet. What's that? I tell y'all what's that? Yo, I'm starting to feel like this generation does not look into like signs from the spirit anymore. Like this generation does not know when the divine is trying to send signs, you know, like no spiritual discernment at all. Like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think this is normal? You know, especially like with everything else going on, y'all are telling me that with everything else going on that this is normal to be happening right now. You know what I think? I think the Galactic Federation entering the chat, trying to tell everybody in the world, y'all need to chill out. The Most High is sending signs from the on high, from the heavens. And then this generation, they so desensitized, you know, it's crazy. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is this normal or is this divine intervention?
Pay attention and listen, because there is less than 24 hours until a global shutdown. Look.
This deadline for that ultimatum to Iran about the Strait of Hormuz. To get into that Truth Social post, the president wrote, if Iran doesn't fully open without threat the Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours from this exact point in time, the United States of America will hit and obliterate their various power plants, starting with the biggest one first. That was last night. Today, Iran's Speaker of Parliament responded immediately after that happens. The critical infrastructure, energy infrastructure, and oil facilities through the region will be considered legitimate targets and destroyed in an irreversible manner. An Iranian military spokesman said private sector targets are fair game, as well as oil and energy infrastructure.
All power plants, as well as the energy and information and communications technology infrastructure of the Zionist regime, will be extensively targeted. All similar companies in the region that have American shareholders will be completely destroyed.
2 Iranian missiles got through Israeli air defenses, and they hit the towns of Dimona and Arad in South Israel, very near the Negev nuclear research facility. The IAEA says there's no danger of radiation leaking. They were 1,000-pound warheads. They injured more than 100 people. Iran said the missiles were in retaliation for strikes at their Natanz nuclear enrichment facility. Those strikes were carried out by the U.S., not Israel. Meantime, President Trump spoke with Israel's Channel 13. He said that we will find out soon what will happen in the likely event that Iran does not meet his deadline or answer his ultimatum. He says Iran has been acting bad for 47 years. They're about to get their comeuppance.
And we have less than 24 hours remaining. In the 24 hours that you have left remaining, grab as much food, grab as much water, medicine as you possibly can, and follow this page right here to stay updated with all the information in the next 24 hours.
So I saw this video online that actually no one has ever bought a mattress from a mattress store. So over under 0.5 people go to this mattress store in an hour.
I'm taking the over.
This is conspiracy handshake bets. Let's find out.
March 11th, 11:34.
Workers don't count.
There we go.
Oh, James. Oh, what? Oh, like, why are you shocked? The guy's obviously not gonna go get a mattress because no one goes to the mattress stores. It's a front. They're all front. No. So I wanted to make this bet because have you ever been to a mattress store? I have the same mattress from when my parents bought it for me. Or I bought it on Amazon, or I got it at Costco. I've never been to an actual mattress store. Have you?
No.
Can't be too suspicious.
No.
Now leave. It's been 20 minutes in. How many people do you think went to the mattress firm?
0. Okay. Are you checking?
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
Oh.
Who's that? Oh, no, it's a worker. Is that a worker?
Yeah. You can see the mattress firm records it.
Hey, nobody.
Dude, still nobody.
Are you shocked? Hey, I've been telling you. No one actually buys mattresses from a mattress shop. They just stuff the mattresses with other things. Money, drugs. What should we bet on next? I'm kind of dying to keep testing all this stuff out.
I live in Los Angeles where there are many mattress stores, and I've never seen people go in and out of these, and have always questioned them. That doesn't mean they're doing anything illegitimate. What are your thoughts? Are mattress stores tied to money laundering? Leave it below.
You mean to tell me big tech can't stop child porn? The root demand for all trafficking? Oh, but they can censor and block and ban people like me, who just lost my musician's YouTube and TikTok, spreading real and true information that does what? Exposes predators, cannibals, and evil people. Apparently that threatens the elites.
Wouldn't it be crazy if 6 people connected to the very same U.S. Defense Research Network have gone missing in the last year? Let's get into it. Of course, you know the recent story about Major General William McCaslin, who went hiking in New Mexico and has never been seen again. He took his gun with him, that's it. What about Monica Reza, aerospace engineer, co-inventor of Mondelez? I worked with NASA, JPL, you know. She went hiking in Angeles National Forest. Waved at her friend, never seen again. We have Melissa Cassius, Los Alamos National Laboratory employee, as well as a national defense contractor. Goes to work that morning, texts her daughter saying she forgot her badge, which had never happened before. They find both of her phones on factory reset. She walked into the forest and was never seen again. Then we have Jacob Pritchard, who in October of 2025 shot his own wife. Him and his wife were both connected to AFRL. And then he broke into his co-worker's home, happened to be First Lieutenant Jamie Gustis, and shot him. And then Jacob Pritchard turned the gun on himself. That is 3 AFRL connected people dead in one night. Carl Grimlar, Caltech astronaut, scientist, research for Department of Defense, all that. He calls the police because a suspicious man with a gun was on his property. That somehow blows over. Then the suspicious man returns to his property and gets in a gunfight with Carl, and Carl ultimately died from that gunfight. Oh, wait. Let me just remind everyone. The charges were dismissed after the initial report. So they let this guy just come back to Carl's house. Clearly a hit. Then, of course, the most recent one, William McCaslin. Do you notice how hiking and being in the woods is a prominent theme? Anyways, what does this all mean? In my opinion, it means that alien disclosure is coming, and they are taking out anyone who knows anything to do with it because they want to shape the narrative exactly as they see fit. Either that or the aliens are scooping up their favorite researchers and being like, y'all can come with us before the end. Either way, it's a good time to throw down on Kalshi. The government is going to disclose that aliens are real by the end of the year. Hit the link in bio, use promo code 4REAL, get the free $10 bet. You're getting 6-to-1 odds right now. Put it down on aliens, son. Peace.
This man Trump gotta be stopped, bruh. The shit this man be typing and speaking out his mouth is diabolical. This man just passed away, and instead of him saying RIP, this man said, I'm glad. He could have literally said, I know me and Robert Mueller had our differences or whatever, and he lied on me about the little 2016 election with the Russians and all this. But instead of him doing that, this man said, I'm glad he's dead. You can't make this up, bro. This man have no cut cards. It's a hot place in you know what for people like him. This man said he can no longer hurt innocent people. Did he look in the mirror? I'm confused. This man couldn't wait for this dude to pass just so he can get online and type this shit. That is crazy to me, bro. Another crazy thing about it is this man probably just woke up, grabbed his phone, first thing he seen was that this man passed, because it's 10:26 in the morning and this man wrote this. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments.